You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. In the lead up to the June 7th gender equality referendum, the Say Yes campaign is intensifying its efforts to spread its message of equal rights for all Bahamians. Co-chair of the Grand Bahama Committee, Attorney Constance McDonald, is appealing to Bahamian men to take a stand for their rights. The Third Amendment bill addresses an area in the Constitution that discriminates against men. It will give an unwed Bahamian father the same right to pass citizenship to his child born to a foreign woman out of wedlock that a Bahamian woman has always had.
The referendum will help real families. You know how many times I have to do adoptions of single men who, because they want their children to be Bahamians? And guess what they have to do? Adopt them. Why we have to go through that? If you vote yes, and somebody say amen, maybe they're saying, oh, I voted no. If you vote yes, then at least you don't have to come and pay me to adopt your own children.
McDonald is also calling on young people to let their voices be heard during the upcoming referendum.
I lecture part-time at CUB, and I always tell them, look, we're dependent on you all, the new generation, the generation coming. We are depending on you all. And you all just get me scared. Because sometimes you're so passive. You have to be interested in what's going on and make a difference. All of the Bahamian boys and girls, the young people, they need to make sure get out there and vote. Because you're affecting your future.
Nurses across the country are being given special recognition this month, but even as that group is recognized for its significant contributions to the country, a special charge was issued. Cleopatra Murphy tells us more.
As government prepares to roll out national health insurance, which is expected to put a bigger strain on the public health care system, nurses are being urged to do their part to improve the service to the public. Acting Deputy Principal Nursing Officer Judy Bridgewater challenged nurses to advocate for systems that work and address workplace challenges. Her comments came as Grand Bahama Health Services marked the launch of Nurses Month Monday.
Be present and speak with a strong nursing voice in all health and social system policy development and planning. Participate in research so that the information that you need collected, that you need to be said or heard, is heard. You give us the data. But most of all, be present and be a part of the change.
The theme for the month is Nurses, a Force for Change, Improving Health Systems Resilience. Nursing Services Advisor for the Public Hospitals Authority, Lillian Charlton, also reminded nurses of the pivotal role they play as the people in the front line of healthcare.
With a presence in all healthcare settings and being the largest group of healthcare professionals, you are positioned to create the environment for making an enormous impact on the strengthening and the resilience of health systems. And so this is translated, as you've heard before, through every decision that you have to make.
She says nurses can make significant contributions to the resilience of healthcare systems by bringing creativity and expertise to transform and strengthen the system for more efficient care.
Nursing is at the heart of patient care and is therefore critical to changing the way healthcare is delivered so that patients receive better care at an affordable cost. As such, you've heard before, nurses, you are the key players for health reforms and will be vital to implementing systematic changes in the delivery of care.
She encouraged nurses to continue to be the change needed that would build the profession. Following that ceremony, nurses took to the streets in a short march to kick off a month of activities. Cleopatra Murphy, ZNS Network News.
Thanks, Cleo. 16-year-old Junior Minister of Tourism Gabriel Josephs says he is excited to represent the Bahamas in his new post. Josephs was recognized during a special assembly at his school, Mary Star of the Sea Catholic Academy, this morning, where he was presented with a trophy from Ministry of Tourism officials. Josephs is the first junior minister Junior Tourism Minister from Grand Bahama. His goal is to get better insight into the tourism industry. Joseph says he intends to take full advantage of the position afforded him. He travels to New York and Barbados in the next few months to represent the country and offer this encouragement to others hoping to attain the post.
Just go for it. Just try, and even if you don't win, it's incredible to meet new people from the various islands, to expand horizons, to listen to the unique ideas that other people have.
Director of Tourism Betty Bethel says the position allows students to understand the importance of tourism to the country and the role they can play in the sector. She says Josephs will be immersed in all aspects of tourism on the island, and she explains some of those responsibilities. School Principal Joy Ritchie Green says this is the third time a student from the school represented Grand Bahama in the competition, and they are happy for the 11th graders' win.
The junior minister will have an opportunity to understudy with our minister, Honorable Obi Wilchcombe. He may have some opportunities for travel to significant events with the minister. He will participate in various initiatives that we coordinate here in Grand Bahama. He will work in our office over the summer.
I would want Gabe to continue. He's obviously on a path of success. He obviously, from what we have seen in his growth and development, is very aware of who he is and what he wants. And this platform, I think, will allow him to explore himself even more, to really, it will also obviously open up a lot of doors for him, and it will give him the opportunity to really come into his purpose.
And now it's time to ask the doctor.
This is Ask the Doctor. Today I will conclude with a few key points on type 2 diabetes in children and adolescents. It's important to underscore the conditions when it's appropriate to take your child or young teen to the doctor. For instance, if you notice any of the signs or symptoms of type 2 diabetes, such as increased hunger, thirst, and urination, weight loss, fatigue, blurred vision, slow healing sores, or frequent infections, we recommend early diagnosis of type 2 diabetes before it does serious damage to the organs, nerves, and blood vessels. Therefore, diabetes screening is recommended for all children and adolescents at high risk, even if they have no signs or symptoms at all. So talk to your child's doctor if you're concerned about diabetes in your child, young teen, or any other member of your family. If you have questions regarding diabetes or its symptoms, please email askthedrbahamas@gmail.com. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and this has been Ask the Doctor.
Don't go away. Sports is up next with Ricardo Liborn.